Welcome to the Christian Success Show, the show that helps you achieve more success in every area of your life. I'm your host, Wes Young. Thank you for joining me today. The Christian Success Show is brought to you by Christian-Success.com. Visit Christian-Success.com to join the community and check out the special $7 deals designed to help you achieve big success in specific areas of your life. If you want personal help achieving more success, you can find out how to work with the top Christian life, success, and business coach and consultant at Christian-Success.com/coach. Now, let's get started with today's show. Today's show is about top success books. Today I'm going to share with you a list of the top books about success that I've used, read, and that have helped me over the years to get where I am today and to achieve many of the successes that I've had in my personal life. Almost all of these I've read multiple times. I've read every single one that I'm going to recommend to you at least once, and most of them I've read 2 to 4 or 5 times. So let's get started. The first one is the Bible, which should make sense because this is a Christian success show. And the Bible basically has answers to everything you could possibly look for in it, as long as you know where to look. I do have a few shows about what the Bible says about success and finance and money, and you should definitely listen to those. But for success in any area of your life, the Bible has a lot of great stuff in there and a lot of great things that you can learn and use in everyday life, even though it was written, 2,000 years ago or longer. So that's definitely the top success book of all time. The second book on my list is called Discipline Equals Freedom, and it's by a guy named Jocko Willink, and he was a soldier, and now he works in leadership training as a consultant, and he also is an author. But his book, Discipline Equals Freedom, is one of the best books about success that I've ever read. It's a short book. It's in 2 sections, and the first section is the main section you need to read to learn more about getting success in any area of your life. I really, really enjoy this book. I've went back to it many times, and sometimes I'll read that whole first section over just to get it fresh in my mind, and then other times I'll just go and read a page or 2 here and there to help me get back on track. The third book I want to recommend is University of Success by Og Mandino. Now, this is an old book. As far as I know, it's out of print, but you can pick it up as a used book on places like eBay and Amazon for just a few bucks. I own at least 2 or 3 copies of it because I keep it in a couple different places where I am, so it's always close so I can pick it up. And what this book does, the University of Success, it has a lot of different people that have written information about success and about how they've got success. So instead of trying to read the whole thing at one time, I'll pick it up and I'll read 1 or 2 chapters at a time. And you just get such a broad idea of different ways to be successful from this book. The fourth book I want to recommend is Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. I'm a Brian Tracy fan. He's still operating in the success, entrepreneur, business world, even though he's not as active as he used to be. He's written a lot of books. As a matter of fact, there's another book that I'm getting ready to tell you about on this list from Brian Tracy. But Eat That Frog is a short book, and the main concept is that he recommends that every day you get up and you do the most important, hardest, most difficult thing that you need to get done that day. And the reason that he titles it Eat That Frog is because that's not necessarily a pleasant experience, but once you get that done, then the rest of the day is easier from there. So Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. Number 5 on the list is No Excuses, The Power of Self-Discipline by Brian Tracy. And this is a much more in-depth book than his Eat That Frog book. But basically, it covers a lot of the same things I cover on this show in how you can use self-discipline to achieve success and how you need a certain level of self-discipline to achieve success in important areas of your life. And notice that the second book that I talked about on this list was Discipline Equals Freedom by Jocko Willink. And here we're talking about discipline again with No Excuses, The Power of Self-Discipline by Brian Tracy. And really, to achieve any success in any area of your life, you're going to have to develop some discipline to do the things you need to do. And there's different ways to do this, but what most people learn is that willpower alone often fails them. So they have to use other things to help them build discipline and then maintain the discipline. And in the No Excuses book by Brian Tracy, there's a lot of ways in there that can help you become more disciplined. Number 6 on the list is called No BS Time Management for Entrepreneurs by Dan Kennedy. Now, I'll be honest with you, I almost didn't include this on the list because of the title. The title's not really appropriate for a Christian broadcast. However, I felt that the content of this book was so important that I had to include it on the list. So try to look past the title and look at all the good information that's in it. It's a time management book, and it says it's for entrepreneurs, and it works great for entrepreneurs. But it's the same type of time management system that you can use to help you get success in any area of your life. I've read this book several times, and as a matter of fact, there's a lot of books by Dan Kennedy that I've read multiple times because his information is very good. I had the opportunity to meet him a couple times, and he seems like a really nice guy. I like him quite a bit. I just don't really support his choice of titles, which he's a marketing guy, so he chose the titles of most of his books for marketing purposes. But anyway, don't let the title keep you from getting the benefit out of the time management systems and skills you can learn in this book. The last book on my list is called 10 Natural Laws of Successful Time and Life Management by a guy named Hyrum Smith. Hyrum Smith passed away not too long ago, and he was involved with a lot of different things over his life, but he's the guy that developed the original time management system that is now used by Franklin Covey. You heard of Stephen Covey, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, things like that. Well, many years ago, Hyrum Smith developed a time management system, and I can't remember the name, but originally I think it was called the Franklin, and then it was called Franklin Quest, and then it was eventually bought out by Covey, and now it's the Franklin Covey system. But through this, Hyrum Smith ended up going around the world giving seminars on time management. And a lot of the stuff that he covered in his seminars are included in this book, The 10 Natural Laws of Successful Time and Life Management. And notice these last 2 books both deal with time management, the last 2 books that I've recommended. And the reason there's 2 time management books on my list is because we only have so much time every day, every hour, every week, and in our life. And most of us do a very poor job of using the time we have. Everyone has the same amount of time in an hour or a day, but some people use their time much more effectively than others. And one of the things that you need to do if you want more success in your life is you need to get control of your time and learn how to use it to be as successful as you want to be. It's very important to get control of your time. So you'll notice some of the themes here in these 7 books that I recommend, and I'm going to list the 7 books again before we close here, in case you want to jot them down. But a couple of the big ones are discipline and time management. And those are 2 things that you really are going to need to use and use effectively if you're going to achieve all the success you want in life. You need to have the discipline to do what you need to do on a consistent basis, and you need to figure out how to use your time as efficiently as possible so you can get as much done as possible. So let me give you these books again. Number 1's the Bible. Number 2, Discipline Equals Freedom by Jocko Willink. Number 3, University of Success by Og Mandino. Number 4, Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. Number 5, No Excuses, The Power of Self-Discipline by Brian Tracy. Number 6, No BS Time Management for Entrepreneurs by Dan Kennedy. And number 7, 10 Natural Laws of Successful Time and Life Management by Hyrum Smith. I want to sincerely thank you for joining me today. I know that you have plenty of options on how you spend your time, and it's an honor you're letting me help you achieve more success in your life. God bless you. Don't forget to check out the special $7 deals designed to help you achieve more success in specific areas of your life at Christian-success.com. If you want personal help achieving more success, you can find out how to work with the top Christian life, success, and business coach and consultant at Christian-success.com/coach. Have a blessed day.